Hi, I'm Imogen and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Ignore the kind of glowing light above my head. I don't normally film like this. I don't normally use this camera either because it's got slightly less good sound quality. If I'm going for ease, it's 9:15 on Friday evening and I wanted to film this video, maybe edit it today and get it up. I'm a bit all over the place and I feel a bit all over the place, so if I'm acting a bit weird, ignore that. It's, as I say, it's Friday. It was A-level results day yesterday and I just found I'm moving across the country in a month's time. I got my first choice university and my first choice course at that university, so I'm doing a 4 years combined masters in marine biology, and I can't wait. This is what I've wanted to do for as long as I can remember. Well, since I was 7 years old. It's a long time, and I'm past the average age of sitting your A-levels at 18, so it's longer than that. So yes, I'm going to talk to you about the books I'm reading or hoping to read at the moment. I'm in the middle of a lot of books. In context, I got home last Friday. I'd been away for a month. 3.5 weeks of that I'd been working in Italy as an assistant on the Whale and Dolphin project. Then I went up to Norfolk to visit my grandparents. As soon as I flew back into the country, I didn't actually come home. I stayed at a hotel at the airport and my mum picked me up on her way up. So I'm just kind of getting back, and as a result I bought a few books. Because I didn't buy, actually that's right, I bought one, that was why. So yeah, some of these are new, some of these are old, and a couple of them are library books. So let's talk about this. Actually, this is one I want to finish. I'm going to read a bit more of tonight. I'm going to hopefully finish it this weekend. This is The Abbess of Castro by Stendhal. Enjoying this, not loving it, but I bought it myself full price and want to finish it. I'm on page 93, less than 40 pages left, so hopefully I'll be able to read like a chapter the next couple of days and I'll be finished. That's book number 1. And then, what next? Oh, these, I've got a couple that I just started because I wasn't really sure what I wanted to read because I'd been away and I'd read a little bit, but I'd not had that many options what I was reading, so I kind of picked up a few random things. First of these I've started is On Tyranny 20 Lessons from the 20th Century by Timothy Snyder. I'm on number 7 now. It's interesting, but I'm not enjoying it as much as I hoped I would, so again, probably just one I'll finish and donate, like The Abbess of Castro, which is a shame because I bought them both full price because I thought I'd really love them, because I don't tend to buy books new unless I think I'm going to absolutely love them. And then, I could do this one. This is Moon Tiger by Penelope Lively, which I bought at the airport in Naples. And I've read the first chapter. I'm actually really enjoying this. Yeah. I'm writing a history of the world, she said, and in the process my own. It's quite interesting. It seems to jump back and forth in time, and I've heard of her writing before and I'm really enjoying it so far. And then, what should we go for? Okay, this is another one I randomly started. This is Afternoon of an Author, F. Scott Fitzgerald. I'm actually really enjoying this. I've never actually read any F. Scott Fitzgerald. I do own The Great Gatsby, which I bought just before I went away. I bought it in a second-hand bookshop. I also had this one that I bought second-hand, and I'm on page 32, so doing quite well. This is a collection of short stories and essays, and they're in here in chronological order. And I read the introduction in the first one, and I really enjoyed it, so I'm just going to gradually work my way through this. And then the other one that I've got here is Rogue Herries by Hugh Walpole. This, from what I gathered, is set in the 18th century and is about a family. I'm about on page 24, it's like 700 pages long. I bought it in the charity shop when I got back. It was like £2.50 and they've got the whole series, so if I really enjoy this I'm going to go and buy the rest of them, maybe take them all to university with me and finish. I'm really enjoying the writing in here. I've never heard anything about this, but from what I gather it's a bit of a classic, so we'll see how it goes. And then, what should we do next? I'll do the 2 library books. I've got Sex and Rage by Eve Babbitt's Advice to Young Ladies Eager for a Good Time. It's a semi-autobiographical novel that charts the highs and lows of life lived at the limits and transports the reader to a sunnier, dreamier, more reckless time and place. And it's set in 1970s LA. I picked this one up at the library and I just thought it sounded really interesting. I've not started it yet, but it's like 250 pages, so it'll be a quick read. And I don't know, I was really drawn in by that cover. Might as well do the other library book I have here. As you can see, I don't know. I'm in a very not sure what I want to read mood, so I've got a lot of things I'm thinking about reading. And the next one is The Long Take by Robin Robertson, which is a novel written in verse. This is actually, I heard about this because this is long listed for the Man Booker, and I love books written in verse. A noir narrative written with the intensity and power of poetry, The Long Take is one of the most remarkable and unclassifiable books of recent years. It's about a veteran who has PTSD and kind of him and America when he goes back. I don't know, honestly, what I was drawn to is the fact it is written in verse, and I love books like that, so I'm giving it a try. And then we have another one which I started when I got back, honestly to satisfy my craving for the fact that I could no longer see whales and dolphins. So since I'm going to study marine biology, I thought I might as well continue until I get there. This is Of Orcas and Men, What Killer Whales Can Teach Us, and it's literally what it says on the title. It is a book about when humans and orcas interact, and it takes all different forms, from personal tales, book tales by the author, to how it was in how native people interacted with them. Yeah, it's got really nice writing in it, so I'm really enjoying it so far. And again, it's only 200 and something pages long, so we're on to success. I really love whales and dolphins, so that's satisfied that kind of craving, and it reads really nicely. It's so easy to read, and I've actually had that on my shelf since about December. So I picked it up at the Book Hive in Norwich when we were visiting my grandparents around Christmas time. Yeah, really enjoying it. And then the next one we got is one I bought new and hardback, and it was a complete impulse purchase. This is A Ladder to the Sky by John Boyne. He wrote Of the Heart's Invisible Furies, which I've not actually read because it didn't appeal to me. I picked, first of all I was drawn to the cover and then I realised who it was by, but I read the first page in the bookshop and I was so drawn in, and I've actually read the first chapter. This is about a writer who is in his 60s or 70s, and he goes back to Germany, to Berlin, after not having been there since he was a teenager, I think. And it's his story. I'm not really sure about it apart from them, but the writing, I can understand why people love The Heart's Invisible Furies now, because the writing is just beautiful. It's writing where you realise that the writing's beautiful, and I love that. Talking about books where you realise the writing is beautiful, this is Winter by, butcher this surname, Karl Ove Knausgaard, who is I'm going to get this right, where he is from. He is Norwegian. It's translated from the Norwegian by Ingvild Berkeley, and the illustrations are by Lars Lerin, and they are absolutely gorgeous. This is basically the birth of Karl Ove Knausgaard's youngest daughter draws near. Prompted to see the world anew, he writes short pieces on everything, from winter boots to the brain, describing to her the wonders of life. And this is basically a musing on life and nature a lot of time, which I love because I love nature and being outside, and kind of gets a bit philosophical at times, but I picked this up because before I left I read Autumn by him, and I picked this up on impulse. It sounded really good, and I read the first page. I was absolutely fell in love with the writing, and I could not wait to read the next one. I said, when you get back you can buy this one, and to be honest, I go into town on Monday to do what could be a 2-hour long appointment to sort out some stuff from university, and I might buy the next one because I am already on page 49. And I think they're divided up into the months, and I'm about halfway through December, so I'm hoping I might finish December today, and the illustrations in this are gorgeous. And I know the bookshop at the town I'm going into has the others in the other two in this series. I'm trying to not think about buying the fourth one, but I might break and buy the next one. Who knows? Or I might have a small amount of self-control. Highly unlikely, but it could be demonstrated. Ooh, I'll go fall over. That's not a good idea to put a heavy pile of books on a pile of clothes. Also another reason we are filming like this. You can't see the mess my room is in at the moment. Ugh. And then the last book I'm currently reading, which I'm on page 27 of. I started this afternoon. I was sitting in the back garden in a chair, relaxing, because I just filled out another bajillion forms for, basically I'm applying for disabled student allowance because I've got poor long-term health, which impacts my ability to attend school sometimes. So, and every time I send them an email, I get like another email back with another 2 forms or more information they want, and I just finally sent off another one. I think that's done, so decided to relax in the garden and start reading some books. I was reading this and Winter. This is Spying on Whales, the past, present and future of the world's largest animals. And that is literally what it's about. Again, craving this. But this was along with another book that I've had to order in my treat to myself for getting into university, because it's been a massive stress for me. It's taken me 4 years to do my A-levels. It normally takes 2, because I just wasn't in school enough to do them all at the same time, so I finally managed to get there. So I bought myself this as a treat, and again, wanting to be back on the boat and doing research, basically, so filling it with everything I can that is related. And the back pretty much sums it up. Why did it take whales over 50 million years to evolve to such sizes, and how did they eat enough to stay that big? How did their ancestors move from the land to the sea? And what do their lives tell us about our oceans, and ultimately about the evolution of our planet? Most importantly, in grand sweepstakes of human-driven habitat and climate change, will whales survive? And it's really good, and the writing is really nice to read. So I'm already on the 2nd chapter and loving it. I'm probably going to read the 2nd chapter tonight, because it's only, I've got less than 20 pages in the 2nd chapter, about 20 pages in the 2nd chapter to go. So yeah, fallen in love with this as well. That is it. That is a massive amount of books. I am going to sit down and read actually now for a little while. If you notice I'm playing my hair a lot, it's because I got it cut today. I don't know if you've seen any of my other videos, but you probably haven't, because you've got like no views almost. But it's still really long. Like, it's still long, but it was like down to the waistband of my skirt I was wearing earlier. I think I had about that much cut off. Which is a lot. Everyone's like, oh, your hair looks the same. I'm like, no, it doesn't at all. Not at all. It's like, it's all nice at the ends, and it's so much shorter. Hang a moat. Earlier I loved it when it was cut. Then you only have that moment of, oh my god, it's so short now. But I know it's not because it's still really long, but I had the moment of, I wish I hadn't cut it. But it so needed cutting, so. Life happens, and the hair grows, but it looks so much healthier, and I'm tired, so. Ooh. Good night. I hope you have a good day, a good weekend, or whenever you are watching this. Excuse the hair messing. I will talk to you again soon, because I've got quite a few video ideas. I'm actually really excited to be filming again after not being able to film or upload while I was away, so here we go. And let's see how not great the sound quality is on this. I hope you don't mind. I hope it was okay. Tell me if it was okay if you got to this point, please. Bye.